We now head to Jos, Plateau State, where we will be speaking with our correspondent, Godwin Agwam, who will be giving us updates following the killings in the state. Godwin, what updates do you have for us at this time?
All right, we are at the airport in Jos. We have just seen the arrival of the Minister for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu. We have also seen the arrival of Bello Matawale, the Minister of State for Defense, and all the service chiefs, except, of course, the Inspector General of Police, who was here last week, and, of course, among other top government officials who came last week with the Vice President, of course, to see firsthand what is happening here in Jos, Plateau State. Of course, this may not be unconnected to the directive of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that this crisis in Jos should be tackled head on. So we are, at the moment now, the service chiefs and the ministers will be heading to the attacked communities. Of course, you are aware that some of the communities that were attacked are in the Bokos local government area of Plateau State, of course, Breaking Ladi of Plateau State, and some parts of Mango local government. While they are there, they are expected, of course, to meet some of the displaced persons and, of course, discuss with critical stakeholders to see how this issue can be finally nipped in the bud, in line with the directive of Mr. President.
It's almost as if every time there is an attack on the plateau, it's as a result of inadequate security, as pointed out by the Minister for Communication earlier in the week. What efforts is the government putting in place to prevent further attacks?
Well, with the visit of service chiefs we've seen recently in the state and the attention the state is getting at the federal level, we have seen some deployment of troops. Of course, yesterday some police special squad were sent into the state. Over 300 of them were sent into the state, and we are expecting that with the visit of the service chiefs, the chief of army staff, naval staff, and of course the air staff, we are definitely going to be seeing more deployment of troops to the state to, of course, ameliorate this crisis.
Godwin, rather, for over 14 years this has happened, and every time this happened, you hardly hear of arrests being made. What are you hearing at this time? Why is it always difficult for arrests to be made?
Well, this is because no group seems to be claiming responsibility for these attacks that have been recurring in the states. Of course, we have seen, of course, since 2001, we've seen a series of attacks in the state. Of course, more than 7,000 persons have so far been killed, according to records by the state government. But with this recent, because of course, the senator representing the Jos Central yesterday, South yesterday, who was on TVC Live, he said he's commending the president for giving attention to the crisis in Plateau State. Of course, with this attention the president is giving to Plateau State this time around, we are hoping that arrests will be made, the perpetrators will be brought to book, and of course, calm will be returned, and peace will be returned to the Plateau that was once seen as a very peaceful and homely state.
Now, you said earlier that all service chiefs are around. What is going on at the moment? I learned you are in a closed-door meeting. What are you hearing? What updates do you have in that regard?
Well, for now, we won't be able to say exactly what's happening in the closed-door meeting until they come out. But I can tell you for sure that the moment they come out, we'll be able to get a clue of what they might have discussed in the closed-door meeting. And of course, like I told you earlier, they will be heading to the attacked communities to see firsthand the level of devastation in those communities.